Good morning, B Nation. Hope you're all doing well. I wanted to get this video out there. It's early morning. I just woke up and started reading some comments, and I've been getting a lot of comments from you guys out there, and really appreciate you guys writing to me. Don't ever feel like you can't write to me, and I wanted to start with an email. If you don't feel like posting your comment or sharing your story because it's too private, I totally understand. If you want to email, you can email me at elkabraw@hotmail.com. I'll leave that right there so you guys can email me if you want. And because I am talking a lot about cancer on my channel, and because I've dealt with skin cancer, ovarian cysts, endometriosis, abnormal cervical cells myself, I am specifically going after those areas. And so I am getting a lot more people writing to me that have had their lymph nodes removed, that are dealing with stage 3 cancer, stage 4, and their doctors are pushing them to get their lymph nodes removed. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share my own experience of what I've done, because I can't give medical advice because I'm not a doctor. And nor like I was considering going back to school to be a doctor, but I think as long as I'm sharing my own experience, I can help others that way. And so if you can also send me a picture of your eye, just so we can see what specific areas you need to work on, where the genetic weaknesses are, then then we can look at what specific herbs you may want to get. And that's completely up to you whether you want to start with the herbs. But for me, what I did was I went completely raw and just focused on getting as many grapes in as possible. And keep in mind, if you have stage 3, 4 cancer, you will most likely go through a healing crisis. I can't tell you when that will be. That main thing is we want to look at getting the kidneys filtering, and that we can discuss in the email further. But I want to get this video out that you guys can contact me privately if you don't want to share your story out there in the open. Totally get that. If you want to share your story privately, then just email me and we can take a look at some things. But from my perspective, I can't legally give you medical advice, so I'll just be sharing my own story, and you take what you want. This I don't want to take any responsibility, and I'll just leave it at that. So I'm gonna just keep sharing my own experiences. For some, they are asking me questions about fruit sugar. Should they be concerned about cancer cells feeding on sugar? Now, all of our cells feed on sugar. And for me, I just looked at getting the nature's food in my body. I just looked at getting the fruit, the whole food in my body, because all cells run off of fructose and glucose, which is your fruit sugars and your vegetable sugars. Both fruits and vegetables contain sugar. So I would definitely, from my personal experience, I took out everything, all meat, all dairy, all processed food, fast food, and just focused on fruit, raw food. And if you can't handle the fruit at this time, especially for those that are in the more advanced cases, then if you can't handle the fruit, if it's just too much of a healing crisis, then back down. if you can, get a juicer or just start working at getting vegetables in your body. But the fruit is really like the lemons, the grapes, the melons. Those are really powerful cleaners of the body. They have a lot of pull on these acids and can really, they got that energy to them, that energetic power that they can pull out these acids. Now that pull can have a lot of effect on your body and how you're feeling. So you most likely want to take some time for yourself, get lots of rest, get lots of sleep, avoid stress if possible, and focus on just healing yourself, healing the body. And a lot of it is up here too. So the mind, from my own experience, is something that you'll want to kind of step out of if you can and just be more in the present moment, focusing on healing and and learning to trust nature, learning to trust that the fruits, the herbs, vegetables are the highest antioxidant, the highest healing power, the highest astringents, your fruits, and hydrating, alkaline, electrical. So the fruits are my main squeeze, and they are a queen bee, king bee in my book. So I just looked at hydrating the body from my personal experience with skin cancer, and I was drinking lots of alcohol, eating lots of beef, dairy. I was in a highly acidic state that I needed to just work on hydrating the body, getting in as many grapes, whatever fruit you like, particularly though the grapes and the lemons, the melons, berries. So those were the ones that were real cleaners of the body for me. But I know other people are doing apples. I know other people are doing I mean, there's lots of, the fruit kingdom is huge. So have fun with it. Have fun with exploring different types of fruit if you want to try different types of fruit. But for me, I did a grape detox. So if you want to email me, don't be afraid. You can send me your, I just ask that you send me a picture of your eye, just label it left or right, and we can look at that. And I just want to get this video out to let you know that there is so much fear out there about fruit, and my role out here on YouTube is to help you guys to get this information out, because I was one of the people that feared fruit and was convinced by outside sources that I shouldn't eat fruit, even though I was craving it like crazy. And I'm here to I'm here to really just get the truth out there, and I'm here to uh, get the truth, get Mother Nature's word out there. So I'm working for Mother Nature. That's what you want to call it. So fruit, the vegetables, don't fear the sugar. I'll leave a little video from Dr. Greger. This guy does so much scientific research, and I do like the science, but nature is in my heart. So I'll leave some scientific I'll leave a scientific video here from Dr. Greger. Don't fear the fruit. Fruit and vegetables are where the antioxidants are and where the hydration is, where the vitamins, minerals, your potassium, your calciums. So don't fear fruit. Work on the most likely people out there we can almost guess that almost everybody has weak adrenals and kidneys, and that's why you'll see lots of the skin issues. So just thought I would get that out there quickly as possible, because lots of people are messaging me now, and it only makes sense because I've been doing those types of videos. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, be alkaline, be yourself, and be getting in fruit today. Cheers.
Now, even the blood of those on a standard American diet fights cancer. I mean, if it didn't, everybody'd be dead, right? It's just that the blood of those eating vegan fights about 8 times better. The blood of those on a standard American diet suppresses cancer growth by about 9%. You put people on a plant-based diet for a year, though, and their blood just tears it up, right? Here's a graph of cancer cell proliferation versus increasing concentrations of the 11 most common fruits eaten in the United States. They decided to use human liver cancer for this study. If you drip water on these cancer cells as a control, nothing happens, right? They start out powering away at 100% growth, and they keep powering away at 100% growth. And pineapples, pears, and oranges don't do much better. Peaches start pulling away from the pack. At high peach concentrations, cancer cell proliferation drops about 10%. But bananas and grapefruits work about 4 times better, dropping cancer growth rates by about 40%. Red grapes, strawberries, and apples do even better, cutting cancer cell growth up to half at only half the dose. But these 2 fruits are the winners, causing a dramatic drop in cancer proliferation at just tiny doses: lemons and cranberries.